We're trying to make $6,000 in 1 month with DoorDash and Uber Eats. We have $4,929 so far, so we need just over $1,000 left. And today is Thursday, April 27th, and we're done at the end of April. So we only have 4 days left to get this $1,000+. The first one was pretty nice. It was for Dunkin for $8. And as I was just sitting there waiting to drive to Dunkin, I got an add-on for Taco Bell. This one was for $9.88, which was so perfect. And I found out that it was for the Taco Bell that I was right next to already. So I actually decided to go to Taco Bell first, and that was going to save me like 2 or 3 miles on this drive, because it wanted me to go to Dunkin first, drive the mile, pick it up, and then come back to Taco Bell and then backtrack. So that's more like 3.5 miles saved. So I just went to Taco Bell. They said it wasn't going to be ready for another like 20 minutes. That's what the Uber app told me. But it turns out I just went through the drive-thru. There was nobody in there. I was like, what's the harm in at least seeing if it's ready or close to being ready? And it was ready. It was just sitting there right on their counter, just waiting to be picked up. And I was like, well, this totally works out for me, because I just have a feeling that this is going to save me so much time. And yeah, we picked that one up, went over to Dunkin, and the Dunkin order wasn't even ready. So I think I definitely made the right choice there. And so we waited like 5 minutes for a Dunkin order, and then we went to the drop-off. The Dunkin order was first, and then the Taco Bell order was second. And there we go. We got, it was supposed to be $17.98, but we actually made a little bit more than that. It was like $19. So great start to the day. Next up was a DoorDash order for Mad Greens. I accepted this one because it was a pretty decent payout, even with the $2 peak pay. Even without it, like, it would still be okay. I just went here because the orders are almost always ready, just sitting there right on the shelf. Turns out that was not the case this time. I had to wait about like 3 or 4 minutes for that one, and then it was dropping off in a very favorable location for me. So it just worked out all around, and we got that one dropped off, $9.25. Great start to the day. After that one, we went to Subway for a very quick, short Subway order here for $7.05. Thought it was pretty decent. I knew the order was going to be ready before we walked in, and it was. And then we just went to the apartment complex to make the drop off. After we dropped off that Subway order, we were feeling pretty good about the earnings today. In just over 1 hour, we had made like $30. Pretty good start, considering like we got started like right after 10 a.m. and that's usually kind of a slow hour between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. So we're feeling pretty good. Next up was a Chipotle order for DoorDash for $7.50. I know that with the $2 peak pay, they only tipped like $3, but since they live so close to Chipotle and I was basically already there, it just worked out for me. And so of course I accepted it, got the notification that the order was ready immediately after accepting. And then when we actually parked in the lot, we got an add-on order for $8.50 for only an additional like 2.5 miles. Really solid there. So of course I accepted that one too. And the restaurant was in the same parking lot as Chipotle, basically walking distance. I actually went back to my car because even though it was walking distance, I thought it was going to be a lot faster if I just parked and then or got in my car and then parked at the other restaurant. It was just a lot faster, saved me like 20 seconds there. And so then we picked up the tropical smoothie order, even though I had to wait like 2 minutes. So it's whatever, that's fine. Usually they're ready, but it wasn't that time. Not a really big deal there. So Chipotle order dropped off first, $7.50, and then we went to drop off tropical smoothie, and it was $8.50. So no hidden tips there. Was kind of hoping there would be on the second one, but $8.50 is already like really good, and especially because it was dropping me in a good area close to other restaurants. I was pretty happy about it. Honestly, I thought my goal was just going to be to crack $5,000. That's definitely the main goal, but we're so close to already doing it. We've only been out here for like 2 hours, so I'd say we want more. We're definitely crossing 5,000 and then going beyond, because I mean, we only have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday left after this to make the remaining $1,000. So we're still gonna work for the entire lunch shift, but probably until like something like 2:30 from like 10 o'clock. So from there, after the tropical smoothie order, we went to Walmart. We got a really nice one for $12 and like 55 cents, I believe. It was really nice because there weren't that many people at Walmart, and so it was a pretty quick pickup. I'd say like 4 or 5 minutes, which, I mean, they could be like more than 10 minutes if there's a ton of people there. So I was very excited. I was going to an apartment complex, but I found from the Para app that I was going to a downstairs apartment in a pretty decent location. So I'm like, all right, yeah, I should probably just accept that, which I did. And yeah, 5 minutes at Walmart, and then the drop-off process wasn't too difficult. Had to make 2 trips because they ordered a giant case of water and then like some other stuff. So yeah, it took 2 trips, but pretty quick there, and it was nice. They tipped me almost $8, so there we go. And coming back to the hotspot, the best order I could really find was a DoorDash one for $6.50 for 3 miles, which I was definitely okay with because I was going to a good restaurant, going back to Tropical Smoothie. But I was like, this time I'm sure the order's going to be ready. I'm not going to have to wait 2 or 3 minutes. And it was ready. It was just sitting there right on the shelf. Then there we go, easy pickup, easy drop off, $6.50. We then moved to a $7.41 offer from Uber Eats. This one was for Chick-fil-A. I was about like 5 minutes away from the store, so I knew if I accepted it right now, then they would start making the order. And the 5 minutes, they didn't like order any drinks or like any crazy sides. It was just 60 chicken nuggets. And so I was like, I feel pretty good about this one being ready by the time I get to the store, and it was. So $7.41 just to drive to Chick-fil-A and then drive on the freeway like a couple miles, and then order probably took me like 15 minutes honestly to complete. So $7, always nice to see. And of course I knew I was taking the freeway back, and so it was going to be a lot quicker to get to the hotspot if I was like 2 or 3 miles away. And we got one for $9 for Uber Eats, just over $9 for Ray's Pizza. They didn't have a pizza on there, so no wait time, so just grabbed it. And yeah, it was pretty far. It was really further than I would like because it took me out of the area of other restaurants, so I couldn't just like have DoorDash running and hope to get a good order, just because I wasn't really in an area where I could get a DoorDash order. So after that order, we were sitting at just over $87 in less than 3 hours for a Thursday lunch shift. I think that's really, really solid. But of course, we had to come back to the hotspot, and we were waiting. We've been waiting here for like 5 minutes without anything good. Hopefully we get one soon, but we have made more than $5,000 in this challenge. Just cracked that. So now we have less than $1,000 to go to $6,000. I really, really think we can do it. I'm probably gonna work a lot on Friday, but we're still gonna be out here for like another like hour and a half or 2 hours. I was just sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting for a good order. DoorDash and Uber Eats, they're both sending me terrible offers. I'm basically like most of them, I would say like 80% of them were like under $4, which was like really, really pathetic. I was like, come on, I can't accept anything. And then they just stopped sending me orders, which, I mean, I knew that was bound to happen. If there's only so many orders in the system, like if once they're all sent to me and I reject all of them, like I'm just not going to get anything. But we did finally get one after like, it was over 30 minutes. We got one for $11.50 from Safeway for like 1.5 miles. This was after I moved hotspots. So I didn't move hotspots completely, but I started driving towards like a different area with other restaurants, hoping to maybe get something, and I did. It was the Safeway order, so I am very excited to do this. It's going to an apartment, but it's going to a downstairs apartment, so I don't, just in case, like I just hate accepting things that are like upstairs just in case there's like 7 cases of water. Safeway order is taken care of. It was ready within a couple minutes after I walked inside. and it wasn't too many items actually. But there was some alcohol in there, which made it kind of expensive, and so I was really looking forward to seeing what the tip was. Sometimes on these safe orders, a lot of the times it's just like $4 or $5, but the base pay is pretty high. On this one, however, I got almost a $12 tip. We found out immediately because it's a package. So we got like over $15 for that one order. I loved that one. And then while we were dropping that one off, I got a DoorDash order for $7. This one was for Jack in the Box. Just one item on the order. There were a few cars in the drive-thru, so I went inside and it was ready. Well, not ready. They had to fill up a drink. They were like changing out the Coke, and so it kind of took just a couple minutes to receive the drink, but the food was already ready, and so we just went off to an apartment complex and we got $7 for it. But it's 2:30 p.m. right now, and I don't think it's gonna really be busy at all out there, so I'm not even gonna like worry about that. We're just gonna be done for the day, and of course, like, I can't work on Thursday nights because I do have Bible studies. So we made $38.75 on DoorDash today and $70.88 on Uber. So just under $110 for the day. And when you add it in with all the other money we made in the month of April, that's $5,000, just over that. So almost 84% of the way there to our $6,000 goal. That means Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're going to have to make almost $1,000 to finish out this challenge. And Friday, I'm going to work a lot tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. If you want to watch any other videos in this challenge, it'll be right there in the playlist. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.